أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على هذا النبي المبارك وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم نور قلوبنا بأنوار معرفتك ومحبتك وخشيتك وذكرك يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارزقنا الصدق والإخلاص واليقين وأخلاق الصالحين. اللهم ارزقنا الشوق إليك والأنس بك، واجعل قرة العين في الصلاة يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم احفظنا واحفظ الإسلام والمسلمين وبارك فيهم في هذه البلاد وفي كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم اشفنا واشف مرضانا وجميع مرضى المسلمين، وارحم موتانا وجميع موتى المسلمين، وارحمنا إذا ما صرنا إلى الموت يا رب العالمين. آمين آمين يا أرحم الراحمين. أما بعد، believers, السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. صبحكم الله بالخير، طبتم وطاب مشاكم وتبوأتم من الجنة منزلا. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our salah, our dhikr, and forgive our sins. Ameen ya arhamar rahimin. Today, class, inshallah, time is very short now. Adhan and Iqam very close, and close for the time work. So we're going to shorten salah and class also, inshallah. Today we're going to speak about women and public service in Islam through an example. The example, Sahabiyya, one of group of Sahabiyat, female women of Sahaba, how they share in public service. Islam allows for ladies, women, to share in public service, but on conditions, conditions, ضوابط شرعية. This lady, this Sahabiyya radiallahu anha, Asmaa Bint Yazid. Asmaa Bint Yazid, المراد ده. Because there is Asmaa Bint Abi Bakr الصديق radiallahu anha, أو عنهما وأبيها الصحابة أجمعين. Asmaa Bint الصديق. This is Asmaa Bint Yazid. Asmaa Bint Umays. Many Asma, many Sahabiyat called the name, by the name, Asma. This one, Asma Bint Yazid. Asma Bint Yazid. أخوها عمارة ibn Yazid, one of the companions that defended Rasulullah يوم Uhud battle, and she shared him, her brother. Asma Bint Yazid, called in the history, Islamic history, speaker of women, or on behalf of women, or we can say representative of women in the before Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. A woman came to Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam when he was sitting with a group of his men, companions. Class, that's something like that. She said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I'm sent by a group of Muslim women. So she sent by women to ask Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. And we all share the same view and have the same concern, all the group. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent you to both men and women. We believe in you and follow you. Yet we women have to stay at home. We are the object of women's desire and we bear their children. Nevertheless, men have privileges such as the obligatory Friday prayer, attending funerals and going on jihad campaigns. When they leave for jihad, we look after their property and we rear their children. Al-Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam said, do we have a share, and still she's speaking, do we have a share of reward for doing so? Yani now, men working hard here and there and take reward, thawab, different places and different activities and different actions. And we are working at home with children, with affairs of husband at home. Do we have the same ajr or share the men in the ajr? This is very important point. Yani any lady work at home, it's a work, it's a job, it's a job. Yeah, you have 2, 3, 5 more or less children. It's a big job. And men work outside. Okay, support the family. And the women, the wife, support the family also. So, if they're kind of ajr before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that job inside the house, inside the house, of course, yes. Rasulullah turned it to the men. No, Rasulullah standing, giving lecture, class, men, and this lady appeared, asking that questions. So now talk to men. Why? Let's see. Attending him and said, have you ever heard a more eloquent woman putting a case concerning her faith? They said, we never thought that a woman can be so expressive. Al-Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam said to her, Asmaa, go and tell women that when any of you is a goodly wife, giving her husband a pleasures life and cutting out friction, she earns a reward equal to all that you have mentioned of men's reward. Yani share the man in the ajr. Wherever the man work, for sabilillah, not for sabil dunya, for sabilillah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the lady, the wife, back of him, share him in the ajr and thawab. Allah. She went away glorifying Allah and praising Him. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. This woman was Asmaa bint Yazid ibn al-Sakan. Yazid ibn al-Sakan. A distinguished figure among the women of the Ansar from Bani al-Ash'al. Bani al-Ash'al, this is a tribe of, one of the tribes of Al-Ansar. Very big tribe. Of the Al-Aws. Al-Ashhal of Al-Aws, come from Al-Aws. Al-Aws or Al-Khazraj. Al-Aws, different tribes, different families. So this is one of them. Abdul-Ashhal, whose chief was Sa'd ibn Mu'adh. Sa'd ibn Mu'adh, a great Sahabi, radiallahu anhum jami'an. And Kabsha bint Rafi', Sa'd's own mother, were the first women of the Ansar to pledge their loyalty to Al-Rasul, Al-Bay'ah, Bay'at Al-Aqaba, Al-Thaniya. Al-Rasul after he arrived in Medina, Bay'ah in Mecca, Al-Aqaba, and then after that in Medina. The story we related about her question to Rasul tells us that she was outspoken and highly expressive, which suggested that she was well educated. She was educated, very educated. Indeed, she was a most distinguished reporter of Rasulullah a hadith, also narrated a hadith. We know that the most one narrated a hadith, Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, and after him Aisha radiallahu anhu, and Asmaa among these ladies who narrated through Rasulullah, and she narrated 81 hadith, 81 authentic hadith. This puts her among the top Ansar women in reporting a hadith. Allahu Akbar. That means she used to come and listen, memorize, and after that she became like teacher, professor. deliver this hadith. Now, أي صحابي, every صحابي carry العلم النبوي, النور النبوي, the knowledge of Rasul sallam, hadith, ta'aleem. So after Rasul sallam, all of them work to spread that ilm, that knowledge, prophetic knowledge, and establish on that like school, college, university. Abu Hurairah in Dimashq, he has like university or college, we can call it like something like that, and has like 1,000 students. 1,000, all of them memorize and write after him, and this 1,000 is spread around the land to teach the same, and everyone establish school, and this school has students and till now. Now, see, one of these, Asmaa Bint Yazid radiyallahu anha. In one report, she speaks of the revelation of Surah Al-Ma'idah, number 5, chapter number 5. What she reports about that? She reports, I was holding the lane of Al-Qaswa. Al-Qaswa is the she camel of Rasulullah. He has like 5. One of them Al-Qaswa. Prophet's she camel. When Surah Al-Ma'idah was revealed to him in full. Is Al-Qaswa. شوفوا المسلمين يعتنوا قد ايه بالسيرة النبوية. How the Muslims, historians care and concern about the prophetic history and seerah. They follow these camels and report about them and write their biography. Even the camel. Al-Qaswa, she passed away at the time of As-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu. And it means after Rasulullah 1 or 2 years. SubhanAllah. Stayed. And they left the camel free like that. No one used it. Just feed it. When Surah Al-Ma'idah was revealed to him in full, it was so heavy. لأنها المائدة نزلت كاملة. Surah Al-Ma'idah, all chapter, it's big chapter, revealed once. We went to the end in the Prophet's heart. And Rasulullah top of the camel. It's heavy. The camel sit down because the heaviness of the wahy. It was so heavy that it almost broke the limbs of the she-camel. This is a reference to the fact that revelation was a hard experience for the Prophet ﷺ, as it involved communication with the Jibreel alayhi salam. Asmaa radiyallahu anha belonged to a family of brave fighters. In Badr battle, in Battle Uhud, when the Muslim army was in the disarming, her brother Imara ibn Yazid, so Asmaa and Imara, both of them fight beside Rasulullah in Battle of Uhud. You know the story of Uhud, what happened. The only people who stand before him after what happened, this chaos, Asmaa and Imara and like 2 or more, 3, something like that. And the people who defend Rasulullah after he dropped in the hole, Imara was killed, and Asmaa, this lady, and she injured because of that. Was one of the few who remained steadfast and defended Rasulullah until he was killed, Imara. Her father and uncle were also killed in the same battle. In the same battle, father, brother, uncle, and she shared in this battle. Allahu Akbar. You see how Sahaba was very related and very belonged to Rasulullah, and they defend him till they killed because of that defending Muhammad. Their bravery made her eager to follow their suit. Therefore, she went out with the Muslim army on several occasions during the Prophet's life. You see here how this example, share in public service. Speak in public, in the masjid, ask him before Sahaba, men, and in the battle, he shared. Not only she, but different ladies also shared in that activities. Al-Hudaybiyah. She was also with the Prophet ﷺ and his companions when they aimed to visit Mecca, but Quraysh opposed him. You know Hudaybiyah, the story of Hudaybiyah, when he came from Medina to make Umrah, but Meccan people, they blocked him. At one stage, Rasulullah and he asked his companions to pledge to fight to finish if they need a rose, if they need to fight. Because they blocked them and they sent Osman to negotiate with them to open the gate to come make Umrah and back. And Osman disappeared, stayed for them for a while, so they thought that they killed Osman. So now we're gonna do something for this guy. So make bay'ah, pledge to support. And among these, Asmaa, she gave bay'ah to support if there is battle or fighting. Asmaa was among the Muslims who gave the Prophet ﷺ that pledge, al-bay'ah. 3 years after Rasulullah he passed away, Asmaa joined the Muslim army heading to Syria. Joined the army to go to Syria, fight the Byzantine army, Rome. She took part in the fighting using the pole of her tent to defend herself and the women with her women. It's not one group of women. She, radiallahu anha, was able to kill 9 of the enemy soldiers after the battle, and when Syria came under Muslim rule, Asmaa stayed in Syria, teaching women about Islam. Big da'wah. She, last point inshallah, she lived until an advanced age, yet older. According to a good reporter, she died in Damascus in year 69 Hijri, 69 Hijri, which means that she was like 90 years old when she passed away, like 90 years old, or even older than that. When she died, she is buried at Bab al-Saghir graveyard in Damascus. We see now how this example, simple example about how the women share in public service. This example, Atiyah, for example, she used to be like physician, doctor for women, OB, some OB or OBG. Atiyah, Asmaa bint Umays, Asmaa bint Yazid, Asmaa bint Siddiq, subhanallah. Why also some Muslim later after Salam period, Muslim territory, countries, they prevent women even to drive car, even to drive a car in the street. We get fatwa like that, get fatwa for support this. Now, what happened? What's going on? This is, we can see that mix between culture and deen, religion. And that happened not, in specific area, but I think in all Muslim territories. If you go here and there and check these, you're going to find how the culture impact in the Muslim societies more than Islam. And then non-Muslim, when they study Muslims, see, if Islam oppress the women like that, and Islam do such and such against women, and they look at activity of Muslim, but don't look at something like that in the Seerah or even in the Quran. نعم والله أعلى وأعلم وصلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا.